Hello guys, welcome to stream. If you haven't noticed already, we are playing on Vibrant Visuals today. I don't play on Vibrant Visuals, so this is very it's very different, but I like it. It's very pretty. What I figured we could do today is I found this archaeology site thing, and I wanted to dig it up because I have not dug one of these up in probably about it's been 2 years since the update came out. I dug one up once or twice, and then that was it. I didn't dig any more up. So I want to dig them up. And by dig it up, I mean I want the blocks that come from it. So that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing layer by layer because I really want to check out all of the suspicious gravel. Because, I don't know, you don't see it much. Is there... I didn't think there was. I feel like we're gonna know, but we're also not. This is our little setup over here. We've got our bed and some chests, because I know some of these can get, really big. So, yep, there's some suspicious gravel. Looks like it's just a clay block. It's okay, though, Nice. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty chill stream. And yeah. How's your guys' day been? It's Friday. I know it doesn't really mean much when it's summer, but Fridays can still be great. Who says that summer means that Fridays can't be fun, Granted, I'm sure no one has ever said that, ever. And then I'm really gonna try hard not to break these suspicious gravel things. And then I would really, I need to find a suspicious sand one, because I need the sniffer. I need a sniffer egg for the build that I'm currently working on. Ooh, ooh, an armor trim, let's go. What did I get? The host armor trim. Okay, that's exciting. We love the armor trims. Okay. But yeah, that's why I'm doing layer by layer, starting from the top, because I don't want these suspicious gravel to fall or break or anything. Because once it falls, it just completely breaks, which I think it's a little weird, But at the same time, I also get it. It's supposed to be super fragile. So, yeah. Another armor trim? Is it gonna be the same one? Either way. Ooh, it's a new one. The razor armor trim. Look at that. I have not, I haven't really seen one of these in forever, let alone, dug one out. It's such a small structure. It's not a small structure, it's a huge structure. But it's a structure that you miss. You pass over it so easily, because of how little is sticking out of the ground. I actually discovered this one a while ago, and I just wrote down the coordinates, but I'm glad that I was able to come back to it. And yeah, I'm not sure why I'm streaming so late. This is probably not I'll find another one and then I'll stream again with that, but don't worry, not all my streams are going to be this late, guys. It's just, we're up, we might as well stream. That's the motto. That's my motto, at least. And I am being very careful with the gravel that I am breaking. Try not to break any underneath or anything. Ooh, a whatchamacallit, pottery shard? What is that? The burn pottery shard. That's cool. Although it does look like I already have it since it didn't like tell me new recipe unlocked. So yeah. Whoa, water's like invisible. I never play on Vibrant Visual. Whoa, this is very pretty. You know, I never play on Vibrant Visuals, so I don't really get to see all the fancy schmancy. Oh, look at that sunrise. I don't ever get to see this stuff. I'm just playing on regular Minecraft. I could play on Vibrant Visuals. I'm probably gonna turn on Vibrant Visuals once. I forget it exists, I'm not gonna lie, full on. I'm probably gonna turn it on like once an episode to like show off my builds at the end. That might be how I end my episodes from here on. Just be like, or like after I'm done with the time lapse or something. Ooh, Vibrant Visual time lapse, those would be really pretty. Or even just a time lapse and then showing the result in Vibrant Visuals would be really pretty. Welcome to stream. Welcome to stream. But no, I don't really play on it much, and I feel like I should, because it's very like, I love the shadows, I love the lighting. It's such like a different experience for Minecraft that I don't typically get to see. But yeah. Also, did you guys see the thumbnail that I made? Ooh, I made that and I like tried adding my person onto it, and then I realized like it looks so much better without it. Like it looks so fancy and clean, and guys, I love it. Like genuinely, it's so clean and it turned out so nice and it's great. Ooh, dang. Ooh, a hanging sign. You know, those are always good because of how freaking expensive they are. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know, pink and blue glass. You know, it's a girl, it's a boy. We're having twins. I think. Yeah. Okay. What in the world is that? A candle? I think that's like a red candle. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all of the ones visible right now, so I think we're good to move on to the next layer. But yeah, once again, I am being very careful because I almost broke that as well. So yeah, we're trying to be very careful not to... A hoe. Why do I need a wooden hoe? Okay, I'd be fine if I broke that one. But yeah, our goal is to not break any, but you know, if we break some, it'll be sad. I almost broke that one because I did not see it. So we're not, other than the armor trims, which were very good, since then we haven't really gotten much goodies from that. I'm not sure why I'm crouched. But yeah, no, I'm not trying to like excavate this or something. I am just full on, I want the blocks. Which might sound bad, but like, you know, that's okay. I'm not here for the journey. Not right now. You know, maybe one day I'll excavate one and see what it looks like. But not today. Today we are just here for the blocks. And then I do also have torches on me. So that we can like light this place up. Whoa, those torches are very pretty. Yeah, I think that's just actual dirt. How far down are we? Yeah, I guess that could still be dirt if we're on like a hill. Which I think we were, so it's probably just regular dirt. Okay. The thing does seem to be expanding. So I did not see that. See, we gotta keep a keen eye out for these things, guys. I have not destroyed one yet, but you know, it just takes one misclick and it's broken. Especially with my shovel. This is the hard part about these archaeology sites, is that like they're such in weird shapes that like you could completely miss an entire bit of it because it's like not attached or something. Whoa. I found a room. I thought they were like fully concealed. There's a lot of suspicious gravel here, guys. Let's see. Blue dye, boring. Purple candle, okay. You know, it's also boring. Red glass, okay. If we ever need to build something colorful with 3 things, you know, we got the stuff. And more blue dye, you know? Because we need more, I guess. A gold nugget. Okay. Oh, look at that. Purple glass, too. You know, we're just king of the colors, I guess. I feel like it's Pokemon. I gotta collect them all. It does seem like my inventory is full, though. So I am going to quickly... I don't know why I tried that jump. I knew it was literally impossible. I'm going to head up and then clear out my inventory very quickly. You know, so it looks like we are on a hill, so it could just be regular grass, or it could be the, you know... Ooh, we're getting coarse dirt from this. I love coarse dirt. I use a lot of it, so that will be very good if we can get coarse dirt from this. Yeah, that all just seems like actual dirt. I'm assuming that is too. I'm gonna continue to do from the top down. Let's see if there's anything hiding up here. It doesn't seem like there is. So... And another good part is that we're underground, so we're also going to find some of these ores as well. Although the hard part is that, like, this could full on just be gravel, and I think it is. I don't think this is a part of the archaeology site. But we found copper. You know, that is one hard part, is telling where it ends. because like gravel is something that spawns underground, so that is a trick and a struggle. So yeah. Okay, let's continue digging out this layer. I don't see any suspicious gravel that I missed. Part of me wants to like get a slower shovel that's like still efficient, because this is, you know, it's like insta mining it. I think that's like the perfect shovel. Other than netherite, obviously. I do have a netherite ingot, but I have not upgraded any of my stuff yet. I did see a comment about that on my last video about like, why don't you just upgrade your stuff when you have the ingot? I could, you know, I very well could, but I don't know. I feel like we're still early. Granted, it's been, what, 3 months at this point? Oh my gosh, it's been 6 months. Because I started this on, I want to say January 1st. But yeah, no, that's crazy that it's been 6 months, first of all. Second of all, you know, I guess it's not that early thinking about it, I guess, now. I've never really thought about it like, oh, we're 6 months deep. It's not too early for netherite. I guess it isn't. Ooh, another pottery shard. I don't know. I feel like it's because I've been so on and off. Friend pottery shard. I feel like it's been so on and off with videos, so it's like, it feels like less. But I am going to be a lot more now, so. Ooh, another armor trim. A new one. I love the new ones. Shaper. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Trying to spot all of the suspicious gravel. I don't see anymore. Okay, a candle. Look at that. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The vibrant visuals is sort of throwing me off, but you know, it's okay. I love the torch. It looks so nice. Oh, there's one. Oh, another pottery shard. Look at that, guys. Can we get diamonds from this thing? Heartbreak. Oh, it's heartbroken, guys. I'm wondering, like, what all you can get from the suspicious gravel. Because I don't entirely know. I'm sure there's, like, a list on, like, the Minecraft wiki or something, but I do not know. I used to know. You know, I used to know everything Minecraft, but I don't know. I hope that you can get, like, diamonds from this, because that would be nice. Let me empty my inventory while I'm up here. Seems like it's pretty dead tonight, with stream at least. Maybe there are some people awake, just not watching stream because they're not cool enough. But you 0 viewers, you are cool enough. Y'all are the cool ones. Here, let's try. I don't want to like dig unnecessarily, but okay, it looks like there's like nothing in this direction. And I would assume that this way is probably the same. Ooh, you see, guys, this is why we check. Yes, okay. This is why we checked. Because now we have all these extra blocks. And I'm sure we would have found it eventually, but like it's easier now, so that we don't accidentally break any falling gravel. Suspicious gravel. I don't know why I called it falling. It's all falling. Purple candle. I feel like there's so many purple candles and wooden hose. I don't know why. I feel like purple candles are like the most common thing to get. Like if there's a list of things that you can get, purple candles would be like the most common. I'm sure there is like a common to rare scale, and like how it works, but I don't know how it works. Don't entirely know. Not anymore. I'm not in my prime, guys. I'm old. I'm ancient now. I think I broke something. I don't think so. Okay. Pottery shard. What are we gonna get? Looks like the heartbreak. Ooh, is that a full heart? Heart. I didn't know there was a full heart. I thought it was just the heartbreak. I don't know. I haven't really messed around with the pottery shards and stuff much, as I was saying earlier, in like a couple years because, you know, it's such like, I don't know. I feel like some of the updates are like, you see it once and you're just like, ooh, that's cool. Then you don't really check it out. Or like you use some of the stuff in everyday Minecraft, like the netherite. That was a huge update. People use that all the time. Or the blue wood, the nether wood. But like versus stuff this update, I don't use this much. I'm sure some people do, but personally I don't. And that's okay. 'Cause it's okay to be gay. What are we talking about? By the way, happy Pride Month, guys. What was that? Hi, Moon. How are you? Welcome to the stream. No, I broke one. Ugh. That's the first one I'm broken. I'm glad that I've only broken that one, but still, that makes me sad. That I broke that. Can I briefly say hi? Well, hi, Moon. Did you see the thumbnail? Oh my gosh, I'm super impressed with that. I love the way that the thumbnail turned out. It looks so nice. And now that I know I can do that, all of my thumbnails are just going to be so much better, you know? Once you figure out you can do something, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is a whole new playing field. You were playing Uno? I've been screwing your mom. I hope that's like a reference that people get, because if it's not, that would sound really out of pocket. Unlocking whole deal. What's a DLC? Am I too old to understand that? DLC. What in the world is that? I genuinely can't think of anything that would stand for. Like a bonus packing game. Oh. Okay. I'm older than you. Yeah, that's true. But like, you know, Sometimes older people know more stuff. I mean, you are Grandpa Moon, so obviously you're older. You have more knowledge. You're more wise. Whoa, that's weird. When the rain turns on, it like goes back into normal Minecraft out of the vibrant visuals. It's just like, remember, you're not amazing. This is not a texture pack. The rain really humbles you. I don't get how people always play on vibrant visuals. I personally could not do that. You're the better builder. That is true. That sounds really rude. I don't know why I said that is true. Thank you, Moon. That was a compliment, and I just full on said, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes, you know? Didn't mean that as a mean thing. Sorry, Moon. But yeah, I try. I'd say I'm a pretty good builder from time to time. I mean, definitely wasn't like this always. You guys should have seen my old builds before YouTube. Yikes, they were something. I do have videos and photos, and they are basically build everything for me. That's true. I am like the official Moon. I am the official Moon Miner builder. Grandpa Builder? Moon Builder. Moonbeam ice cream. Genuinely, I've never admitted this on camera, but I loved that song so much. It was a fire song. Benson Boone's like mystical magical. Oh my gosh. That was high on my listens too, on my Spotify Wrapped, and I'm not surprised. It was a good song, but people memed it so much. I really liked the song. I did not think it was a bad song at all. I thought it was really good. But people memed it so much. So it's just like people were just like, oh, moon meme, ice cream. Whatever. What did I get? Sheaf? What in the world is a sheaf? Oh, I think it's like hay. Not hay. Wheat. Playing this game how long now? Ooh, let's go. Ooh! I thought it was another pottery shard. We got a music disc. I don't think I've seen this. Is this new? I think this is new. Relic. I'm gonna go. Well, thank you for stopping in, Moon. It was great to see you. Enjoy the mines. I will. As I've always loved the mines. As a child, I yearned for them. Oh, dead bush. So much fun. But yeah, no. I did not think it was a terrible song. I thought it was pretty good. And people were always just like, last year didn't have a song of the summer. Every year has a song of the summer. That was the song of the summer last year. And thank you, Moon. I hope I get more views too. But no, that was literally the song of the summer last year. Because everyone was singing it. It was everywhere. Like, I don't know what people were saying. Like, oh, that wasn't the song of the summer. It was. Y'all are just dumb. Also, the fact that we have, like, songs of the summer is really weird and kind of funny when you think about it. Because it's like, what do you mean every summer we have a designated song that's, like, the song of the summer? Also, who decides it? Like, I know one person doesn't decide it, but, like, it's more of, like, a consecutive vote, which I guess is fair. I've always had my pick of what the song of the summer should be. People always disagree. Because they're wrong. And they're stupid. But that's just how the world is. blue candle? Oh, blue dye. But yeah, no. Streams, I was watching one of my own I was watching one of my old streams the other day. There we go. We got there eventually. And oh my gosh. I'm so funny. Like, I'm so entertaining. I've never been the person to sit down and watch my videos. I don't do that. I'd feel like super hypocritical. Not hypocritical, but like self-obsessed kind of. You know, like I have to watch them like 4 or 5 times when editing. 4 to 5 times over to like, and I still miss so much. Oh my gosh, the mistakes in my videos are insane. But no, I have to watch them like a decent amount when editing. So when I upload them, it's just like, you know, I don't ever watch them after that. They're uploaded and that's the last I'll see of it. Like, I know I made it, but like, I'll never watch it again. But no, I was watching one of my streams the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so funny. I'm super entertaining. Like, how do I not have more viewers? And genuinely, like, that's not just like, oh my gosh, I should have so many more viewers because I'm so funny and I'm so amazing and I'm so perfect. I'm not like that, guys. But, like, no, I was watching it and I was like, I would watch me. That sounds creepy. I would watch my channel. Like, it was funny. There was points where I was just like, it made me laugh. And I showed one of my friends my channel once, and she was just like, oh my gosh, you're actually funny. And I was like, what do you mean I'm actually funny? Obviously I'm funny. Have you seen my face? Ew, no. Speaking of face, I got asked a question in a comment the other day, if I would ever do, like, it was just like a curiosity, which I get it. They were like, I know you're not that famous, but would you ever do like a face reveal? I don't know. I haven't thought about it, to be honest. I feel like if I ever went to like a convention or something, which I probably wouldn't because I'm broke and not famous. Like, but no, if I ever did like if I ever did get anywhere with this channel and, you know, become super popular, I'd probably face reveal then. I have a TikTok account that has my face and everything on it. Like, that's my personal account. If you want to find to be my guest. Nothing interesting on there. Although there is a lot of stuff from when I was a kid. So if I do ever show my face, it'll probably be when I'm a kid. And then that will definitely lead you to find my account. So do with that what you will. How's your guys' day today? I've already asked that like 5 times, but you know, it's okay. I feel like there's not many things to talk about. That's another thing. I was like, I had so much to talk about, in my old stream. Granted, it was, I think it was like removing my winter decorations in Bloxburg. So like I had that to talk about. I wanted to talk about the Valentine's update, you know, all that fun stuff. You know, I guess we could talk about Minecraft updates. How do you guys like the... You're not gonna respond, but like, how do you guys like the the way that Minecraft has been updating with like these smaller updates, because I have mixed feelings. I like it. I really do. I think it's really cool. I like that we're getting like more frequent updates. I like that we're getting more stuff. I feel like we've gotten a lot more stuff. But I don't know. I miss like the build up to like the big update. Like it's just like, ooh, this is the big update that comes. Oh my gosh, are we serious? I thought I cleared all of this. But no, I miss like the build up to like, oh, this is the update that only comes once every 6 months or once a year. Like another armor trim, nice. We got another sharper. But no, I miss the like build up, the hype. I feel like it doesn't really get as much hype anymore because it's like they're smaller updates, which is fine. I like the smaller updates. I think that they're nice. But I miss the hype, which could be just the community shrinking, or I don't know, it could also just be that like people aren't as excited about the smaller updates. I like them though. I like the smaller stuff. We got another heart. Was that a broken heart? You know, it's a full heart. I like the smaller updates. I like the tiny takeover. And then I feel like right before that we got the copper stuff, which was a huge update. Oh my gosh, that felt like the like big updates that we used to get. I don't know, I feel like we got a ton from that. Also, I was going to film a segment for a video after this, but considering the time, I probably won't. We'll see though. Because so I'm very like commit. Like I commit to things. Just don't look at things that I've quit on my channel. I'm very like, if I need one block, I will drain an entire ocean monument. And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Not gonna say why, I'm not gonna say what block. I'm just gonna say that that's what I'm gonna be doing. That's the entire reason why I went to the Nether in the first place. Full honesty, I wanted shroom lights. Like, I was like, I need shroom lights. I don't need them, I want them. That's the only reason that I went to the Nether in the first place. I mean, like, I've gone back for other reasons, but, you know, it's like, that was the whole that was my first trip in the Nether, is I wanted shroom lights. I'm going to the most dangerous place in Minecraft because I want shroom lights. I guess not the most dangerous. But no, I'm very much that type of person where it's just like, okay, I want this one thing. Okay, let's do this. I do also need endstone for something that I'm building. I don't think I'm gonna go to the end for that though. You know, I'm gonna save that. Find a replacement in the meantime. Probably sandstone, that's a close replacement. In the meantime, I'll just use that. And then once we actually go to the end, because I don't wanna spoil that trip. That's like the big trip, you go to the end. But yeah. So I should be digging out level 63. Yeah. I just want to make sure I was digging out the right level. Yeah, okay, this is just a regular gravel patch. That's great. Love that. I think I've gotten everything on this level. Just want to make sure before I go down. See, it's stuff like this, it's just like, I can't tell if it's, I mean, this is because of the suspicious gravel, but like, is that new? What is that? That's the friend. It's just like, you know, I can't tell. Ooh. They glow? Oh my gosh, they glow. That's so cool. Oh, it's new too. It is a wayfinder. Love that. I feel like I'm Moana. I'm a wayfinder. I am Moana of Motunui. You will board my boat, sail across the sea, and restore the heart of Te Fiti. Because I said so, Maui, you fat demigod. He's not fat, he's muscle. I like Moana. I think it's a cute movie. I wasn't like, I wouldn't say I was a kid when it came out, but I wasn't like a teenager yet. I was sort of in that in-between. I was the like tween age. No, I wouldn't even say that. I feel like I was more towards kid, but like I wasn't like a baby kid. Like the movie wasn't really I wasn't the audience that it was being pushed to. It came out when my brother was born. No. It came out around when my brother was born. Like 1 or 2 years before or after, I don't know. But I know that because my parents always got us a movie that came out around when we were born. Or like something. I don't know. I thought that's how it was. But like I've recently found out that that's like not how it was, and it's just like, so what does that mean? Like Dumbo, that came out what, in the 60s maybe? Honestly, I don't know. I always thought it came out in like the 2000s. Because I was just like, oh, this is my baby movie. This came out around when I was born. Nope. Apparently it came out in like the 60s. It feels, honestly, yeah, it's an old movie. You can tell. But, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. So, yeah. Alright, that is the Slayer. Safe to say that is dug out. So, let's head down. But no, I like these. I don't know how far down they go. I don't think I've ever fully dug one out. Like I've dug one out like most of the way, but then it was just like, this is so much. I can't continue to keep doing this. So, I don't know. Maybe today is the day that we finally dig one out fully. Guess we're gonna see. Obviously, depending on how big this thing is. I don't want to be here for the next 3 hours. Because it's already been almost an hour. It's been 45 minutes. So, I'd say we've gotten pretty good progress so far. Because, you know, we do always stop to, like, do the suspicious, gravel, so. It's giving us a lot of bricks. Bricks are annoying to get, so this will be good. I don't think I use bricks. Which I'm low-key hating right now, because what do you mean I'm getting a ton of bricks? I might use bricks in the future. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm using any bricks for my campsite, though. And I know that because the planning is almost fully complete. I know I haven't really updated you guys on where the planning is since, like, episode 1, I think, to be honest. You know, I have not kept you guys in the loop. But we have been planning, and the planning is, very much near completion. So, you know, we have that to look forward to. Very exciting. Oh, I think I broke one. But you know, all I really have to do left is just like a forest, because what is the difference? Oh, it's just a shadow. I was gonna say, what is the difference between these two blocks? But yeah, no, all I really have left to plan is just like a, whatchamacallit, a forest, because I want it to be like a custom forest. It's just like the forest behind my house. It's just a regular forest at the moment, but I want it to be fully custom. Oh my gosh, I almost mistook that piece of wheat for my brush, which would have been really funny, I'm not gonna lie. Beetroot seeds, ew. Genuinely, who uses beetroot in Minecraft? I have just used it for the first time for one piece of decoration, and that's it, because it's like a farm. Ooh, this glows in your hand? That's so cool. If you can't tell, it's my first time using vibrant visuals. But no, like, beetroot's such like a useless thing. It doesn't give you, I think it gives you like half a heart, half a hunger bar. Like, it's such a useless food. I just don't understand why people would want it. And people, and like, I know that there is like beetroot stew, but doesn't that also only give you like half a heart? Like, I've heard that like even the beetroot stew sucks. I've never made it, so I wouldn't know, because it's useless. Because why would I make it? Genuinely, who makes beetroot stew? No one. You know why no one makes it? Because it's useless. That's my little rant about beetroot stew. Ooh, an emerald. Very nice. You know, back in episode, was it 3? I want to say episode 3. I have, I think it's episode 3. One of the episodes have emeralds in the corner because I was messing with villagers. It might have been episode 2, I don't know. But, one of them has villagers. I was messing with villagers, so I used emeralds in the corner of the thumbnail. It was so hard to find a picture of emeralds. Oh my gosh. Genuinely super hard, because it was showing me like 5 different textures, like an old texture, the current texture, a new texture. Like, I don't know which one's the actual emerald texture. I've been playing Minecraft for so long, they all blend together. And then there was one that's just like red, which is rubies, if you guys remember that. That like sent me back. And there was one in like the shape of a ruby, because I remember the rubies used to be a different shape, and it was just like green but in the shape of a ruby. I was just like, why would I want this? This is like the farthest thing from what I want. I want an actual emerald. But no, it did not want to give it to me. I found it eventually, obviously, but it was, I don't actually know if I did find it. I think I may have had to get it myself, because there was nothing that really like showed it. I don't know. I don't know. That's just my little rant on emeralds too. I got a lot of rants. Which one do you guys want to hear? I could rant on for days. Oh, look at that, full inventory. I feel like we've gotten pretty deep. Yeah, I'd say we've gotten pretty deep, you know. We've got to be reaching the bottom somewhat soon. It's not that like I want to end stream, you know. I like stream. Stream's fun. I'll probably stay on stream a bit after too. But, you know, it makes you wonder, like, how deep is it? Because we've filled 2, double chests at this point. How much more can we get? Also, I want to watch the sunrise. Vibrant visuals on. Ooh, I'm sure it is very pretty. So let's go ahead and watch that. Oh, look at the pink, you guys. Is it sunset? Guys, I can't tell if the sun's rising or setting. It's rising, okay. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. Wow. That's so fancy, so nice. Oh, look, it even reflects off like the clouds. I like that. That's cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. You guys, I've been in mourning like I'm widowed. I'm not gonna lie. I've been mourning like I've been widowed. And I think it's super funny, but it's super sad. Did you guys hear about the Culver's barn? The Culver's barn fell and it was destroyed in the storms, and I'm like distraught about it. That was like a national treasure. It was like one of the it was my 7 wonders of the world. I don't know. It was a landmark, okay? It was my national treasure. International treasure, okay? I don't care if it wasn't international. It was the treasure of the world. Okay, it was better than the Eiffel Tower. Like, the Eiffel Tower was just like, oh my gosh. The Culver's barn, that's like the best thing ever. I feel like all Culvers should have just shut down for the day. Or like the week. Just been like, sorry guys. We have to close down. The Culver's barn fell. So we're mourning. I'm mourning, at least. You know, I'm mourning like I've been widowed. And I've been saying that to everyone, and I think that's really funny. That I'm mourning over a barn. But like, it was such an amazing barn. I loved that barn. I went to that barn. I've been to that barn before. It was great. It's super cool. 10 out of 10 barn. Such a pretty... I feel like there should be more blue barns. Or more colorful barns. Why are they all red? Why does red get all the attention? Give blue more attention. And then maybe this wouldn't have happened. Some people didn't even know the barn existed. What do you mean? It's a national treasure. I loved that barn. But it's gone now. Hi, Nardos? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But hi, welcome to stream regardless. Nardos-K8T. Kate? Oh, Kate! That's clever. That's actually really... Just call me Chris. Okay. Well, welcome to stream, Chris. Welcome, welcome. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome to the channel. If you're not, welcome back. I was just ranting about the Culver's barn, which if you don't know what that is, national treasure, travesty. Oh, I love that they glow. I think it's so cool that they glow in the dark. Vibrant visuals is such like a cool mode. It's such like a new experience for me, at least. I know it's been in the game for a while, but what was that? Oh, it's a bat. I was gonna say, what in the world just flew across my screen? But no, I just saw the sunrise and vibrant visuals. Ooh, guys, I'm telling you, that was amazing. That was beautiful. It's like I just had a huge storm the other day come through, and it lasted a while. Like, it was a big storm, but sadly no tornadoes. I was at work. We were really hoping for a tornado. But ooh, that got very bright. But no, after the sun set at like 9:30. Like, it set super late. I don't know when the sun normally sets for you guys, but I feel like it sets around like 8:39. It set around like 9:30, 9:45. Like I feel like it set really late, and it was one of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, the entire sky turned pink, not just like around the sun. Like it was all pink and purple and oranges, and it was beautiful. I do have a picture. I could post it. It's morning for you. That's that's crazy. Where are you from? Um, that's crazy that like people from around the world are seeing the channel. Seeing my video, my stream, I guess. Um, what time is it for you? Cause I think that I don't think that like time zones are weird, but like I don't know. I think it's cool how like you can talk to someone and it can be midnight for them. Meanwhile, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon for you. Like I think that's cool. Even though that's such like a duh concept, like that's such like a simple concept. From Ethiopia. Whoa, that's so cool. Ethiopia. You're in Morocco. Oh, that's cool. I don't know where Morocco is. To be honest, I don't know where Ethiopia is. But I feel like I have a stronger guess of where Morocco is than Ethiopia. I'm not good with maps. I'm full on, I will admit that. Africa. I was gonna say Africa. Ethiopia seems like it'd be in Africa too. That was my guess for Morocco. But no, you guys can ask my world studies teacher. I learned it, I learned it, and I knew it for about a day, and then it left my mind once I finished the test, because that's just how things are for me. Oh my gosh, I don't think I talked about this on stream or anywhere, I guess. I learned what an adjective was. I'm about to graduate and I learned what an adjective was. Are you proud? 'Cause I'm proud. I think it's super funny that I'm just learning what an adjective is, because I learned when I was in elementary school. But no, I think it's funny that I'm just like knowing what it is, because it's, I'm about to graduate high school, and then I'm just now learning this simple concept. It just never stuck with me as a kid. I could remember a noun. A noun is a person, place, or a thing, and that's all. That's all I could remember. Like I could not remember anything past that. But, that's okay, because I learned it now, and I'm sure my, kindergarten teacher, I'm sure she would be very impressed. I'm gonna say, I don't know, I've never really guessed ages. I'm gonna say 17, 16, you know what, no, I feel like I'm shooting high. I feel like my age demographic would be more lower. I'm gonna say 15. Because Minecraft Roblox is my age demographic. I feel like that's the demographic that it's shooting for with sending out my streams. So I'm gonna say 15. 9. Wow. Okay, I was off. Well, dang. Okay. I feel like Miranda sings here. I feel like calling Ballinger. Do I need to pull out the ukulele? Toxic gossip train? Like, no. Yeah. I am pretty mature. I play pretty mature games for a 9-year-old. What games do you play? Because I'd say Minecraft is... Honestly, I'd say Minecraft is more for, like, 9-year-olds rather than, like, teenagers, to be honest. But I feel like also at the same time not. It's evolved so much that, like, any age can play it. Fortnite, yeah. Well, I played Fortnite when I was younger. Granted, it wasn't out when I was 9, but... Ooh, that makes me feel so old. That makes me feel very old to say, like, that I'm older than Fortnite. Yikes. Oh my gosh, you're not older than Fortnite. That's... Wow. I love putting ages into perspective like that. Like, what do you mean you're younger than Fortnite? What do you mean you're younger than Minecraft? I mean, Fortnite's crazier, but there's gonna be some babies that are younger than GTA 6. Like, that's not gonna be possible, first of all. GTA 6 is never gonna come out, let's be honest. But what do you mean you're younger than GTA 6? What do you mean you're younger than GTA 5? Like, some people is like, your age is crazy and you already have a phone. That's a whole nother issue that I feel like I should discuss. Like, why people are getting technology at such a young age at this point. I don't know. I personally didn't get technology until I was older. But I feel like I'm seeing 4-year-olds walking around with a cell phone newer than mine. We're gonna have flying people before GTA 6. Exactly. We're gonna be on the... on Mars? I was gonna say the moon, but... Depending on what you think, we've already been to the moon. Which is a really funny topic. My mom, my mother, my real-life mother, I know... I don't really discuss family. That's crazy. I have a mother. I know it's crazy. But she believes that we've never been to the moon. She also believes the world is flat. So, I don't know. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on it because, like, I feel like we've been to the moon. You know, we've done so much with technology that I feel like we've been to the moon. But not when we said we did. You know, the video's fake. What is your hardest subject? What do you mean? Like, the one I struggle the most with? But no, I would definitely say that, like, I feel like we've been to the moon with all our technology and stuff that we have now, but not when we said we did. I feel like the video that we have the first time on the moon, that's fake. Because it's like, there's so many things that prove it's fake. English, 100%. They always say you're good at math and you're either good at math and bad at English, or you're good at English and bad at math. I am a whiz at math. I am extremely smart in math, and I'm terrible at English. I suck at English, which is funny, because I'm going to be the head of my school's media. Ooh, hello, Wandering Trader. Wandy T, what do you got for me today? Nothing interesting. You're boring. Die. No, you don't get to go invisible. You stupid frick. But no, I've always been like, I wouldn't say terrible at English, but, give me 5 reported speech sentences. What does that mean? This proved my point. This further proves my point. I don't know what that means. But no, English has never been my thing. It sucks. I hate reading. You know, I hate it. but I need to write like multiple paragraphs and like letters and stuff for media. So it's like that's fun and really ironic. I think it's really ironic that like I can't not that I can't. I know how to read, you know, obviously. I'm not illiterate, which okay, that came out wrong. There's nothing wrong with being illiterate. I know that some people like are genuinely illiterate. They've tried learning, they just physically can't. And that's not just like they're not all mentally there. Like some people physically are illiterate. They can't learn. Which is completely fine. That's like a learning issue. Sometimes I wish I was illiterate because I hate reading. Although I did find a book that I really like. I can't read. And that okay, no, don't clip me on that. I can read, but I hate reading. It's so boring for me. I can never sit down and just read a book. I'm not that type of person. I think it's what is that, type B? You see, that's what they say. You're either good at one and bad at you're good at one and bad at the other. They always say that. And I don't know why that is. Like they have zero correlation. But I don't know. I can't, I'm not the type of person to sit down and read. I just can't do it. I'm such like 50-mile-an-hour go, go, go. I can't. I'm not a good reader. I'm good at reading. Obviously, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like it. But no, I found a good book. It was... Oh, I'm really blanking on the name. Guys, I forgot the name. Oh my gosh. I'll probably remember it later, and it'll just, like, be one of the things that I randomly shout out later, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it was this. But it was about... it's a mixture. I have a Kindle. When I was a kid, Kindle, yikes, that's like from childhood. But no, I found this book, that my teacher made me read. But it was basically this Indian American, which I don't even know, indigenous person? Regardless. They call it Indian American in the book, so that's what I'm going to call it. This Indian American guy grows up, without a father, because his father drowned, or was drowned, they don't know. And they don't live on the reservation. They moved off the reservation, and then... Hello, story with... Shalini? Hi, Shalini. I'm good. How are you? How's your guys' day going? But no, it's very, like... It's an interesting book, because there's some paranormal stuff, but, like, it also makes it seem like a very real-life book. Which is weird. It's a weird mixture. Because there's one scene where... He's like, what am I trying to say? He's like stuck under his house because he lives in like a trailer home where like it's on top of cinder blocks. Oh, my thing broke. I can go make another one. But like he lives on this thing that's on top of cinder blocks, and then he's under the house, but then there's these like neighbors' dogs that hate him and like basically want him dead, kind of. And they find him while he's on under the house, and then like he passes out, and then the dogs randomly die and like are shredded to pieces. So it's like there's some paranormal stuff. It's an amazing stream. So my account. So she lost all my subs. Oh, that sucks. Well, I would love to have you as a sub here. What are these coordinates? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I thought I had them there. I am going to quickly head back to my base, and then we can make another brush. But no, basically it's like there's some paranormal stuff in the book which makes it kind of confusing, but it's a really good book. And I don't ever say that, but it really caught my attention. It was something that I wanted to keep reading outside of class, which never happens for me. When is next stream after this? I don't entirely know. I don't really plan my streams super far ahead. I might do one Sunday. Sunday I'm probably going to stream, because I will be, I was going to announce this tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I was probably going to announce this Wednesday, on probably X or YouTube or whatever, but, I will be out of town for about 3 weeks, so I am trying to film episode, what is this, 5 that I'm on? Yeah, I'm trying to film episode 5, 6, and then maybe 7 for the next couple weeks, so that I can like have them ready. And then I'm going to be on a road trip for like 2 weeks, so you know, give me something to do. I'll edit it in the car ride, the road trip. So I'll just have them posted, and then yeah, it'll be like a good kind of consistent what is it called, entertainment viewing thing, I don't know, content, that's what the word is. But I will not be able to post I'll be able to post one Bloxburg video, but I will not be able to post the updates because I will not have a time to like film those videos. But I'll be able to make like posts on X about it, just being like, just checked out this update, super cool. I might even make videos about them when I get back, just like screenshot what the items are, so that if they get removed from the new category, I could check it out later. But yeah, no, so I'm trying to currently record all of those because I leave Thursday, so trying to get all of that filmed before then. And then yeah, no, I would say that I don't consider myself a big YouTuber, because of, you know, streams like this or videos, I get a lot of 1, 0, maybe 2 viewers. Recently, what am I doing? Okay, I need to focus. Stop talking for a second. Brush. Okay, recently I have been getting more views, but I definitely wouldn't say I'm a big YouTuber. I am very grateful for the views that I get. I've been getting a lot of more views, you know, they've been coming in slowly but surely they have been coming in, and I'm very grateful for that. However, I would not consider myself a big YouTuber. But I do still try, you know, we keep trying, we persevere, and I'm very proud of how far I've come so far. But, I would definitely say that no, I'm not big yet. Although, you know, hoping one day I can be. And with your guys' support, hopefully one day that will happen. I don't know what I would consider, like, being a big YouTuber. I would make a second one, but I don't think I'm gonna need a second one, honestly. The last one lasted me an hour, and I don't know how much bigger the thing can be. Using big words, persevere. Persevere? Is there supposed to be another R in there? Persevere? Or is it persevere? I feel like there should be another R. I could be completely wrong. I mean, I was just talking about how I suck at English, so I'm probably wrong. Using big words, persevere. Yeah, I said it. Well, I don't know. It threw me off. I knew the word was persevere, but it threw me off at first when I read it, because I thought that there would be another R in that. Persevere? Maybe I just say it weird. Maybe it's just like my accent, the words I use. You know, I can't say I don't have an accent, because everyone has an accent. I have very much like Midwestern accent, Midwestern slang, but also Floridian. Why is chat delayed? That is something that I cannot control. That is completely out of my control. That is YouTube. Their chat is always delayed slightly, which is annoying, but, you know, it's just how it is. But, oh, what was I just saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I am also, I have a lot of Floridian slang, Floridian accent, I would think, at times, because that's where I grew up. That's like, my home is in Florida. I don't talk about my personal life. I've never discussed where I live, what state I live in or anything, you know, it's something I keep very private. But I grew up in Florida. My heart's in Florida. I am definitely going to be in college in Florida, so it's very much, you know, that's my home. So yeah, I would say Florida is very much like my main home. And then where I live now is just like, you know, I guess. You don't even know your own language? Oh, that's right. You said you're from Ethiopia. Do you speak is that a language, Ethiopian? I guess that might be a language. I might just be thinking Ethiopian people. But no, I wouldn't say that you need to know your own language, per se. Amharic. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say you need to know your own language. America doesn't have a language. I mean, like, let's be honest, everyone knows it's English, but they claim that there's no official language of America, which there should be. Each country has an official language, except for America. I'm pretty sure it's like one of 3 countries that doesn't. Personally, I just feel like it makes more sense to have one. I don't know. That could just be me. But no, it's not like I hate on other people who don't speak English in America. You know, there's a lot of non-English speakers in America, but majority of America is English speaking. So that's why I feel like it should be, like, English should be the official language. Because as far as I know, like, I've only heard presidents speak in English, current and past. Like past and present, I've never heard any president or high-ranking figure in America speak a different language. So, I don't know. it feels like it should be English. And that, some people would just be like, oh, that's putting down other, people. That's like, it's not though, you know? Like, people are really sensitive. I'm not afraid to say that. It's not putting down other people if it's facts. Like, I'm not saying, oh, there's no one in power who, like, speaks it, so no one should speak it. No. I'm saying, like, I feel like it should be the, I feel like it should be the official language because that's what majority of people speak. I think we're almost done with this, guys. I think we're reaching the final layers. Okay. That's a weird thing to get rage baited by. People get rage baited by some things, and it's really funny. I love rage baiting people. Genuinely, some of my favorite pastimes. It's just, you know, it's so fun, especially when it's so easy. Like, when it's easy, it's so much better. Because what do you mean you're rage baited by, like, me speaking or breathing or something? I don't know. And we're back down to 0 viewers, guys. Look at that. We were that annoying. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. If the one, Kate dude is still in here to answer your question from earlier. The reason that I say guys when I'm streaming is because, you know, anyone could join at any time. And I don't want to speak to one individual, like, unless I'm, by people not listening, that's fair. Unless I'm, like, speaking to one individual, like, I'm just like, Gregory, I'm going to answer your question, I always say guys because it's like I'm talking to an audience. People could watch this in the future and just be like, oh, okay, like no one's gonna think, oh, he's speaking to this one guy, I'm not allowed to listen, whatever. But no, you know, I'm a YouTuber, I have an audience. I speak to the entire audience. So it's very like, I can't tell. Nope. It's like, I have to, oh my gosh! I'm speaking to the entire audience, not just like one person. Even though there may just be one person in stream, you know, I'm talking to my entire audience, as if there are multiple. Also, if I say guys, it'll help me keep the delusions that, there is more than one person watching. Because sometimes that's what you gotta do, is just believe that there's more people watching, and maybe it'll happen. Candle? No, golden nugget. I feel like we sort of skipped these layers here on the side. So let's kind of catch them up to where the rest of the layers are. Ooh, green candle. There's so many candles in here. I don't know why they're so common. Kind of like I was saying earlier, how like, I'm sure there is like how often you will get one in these things, but candles are definitely, they've got to be high up because there's so many candles. Specifically purple candles. Purple candles and, strangely enough, red glass. That's what I've noticed. But you know, I've noticed, like, that pattern. I don't know why. It looks like we kind of skipped over here earlier. Oops. Oh, look at the bat. I haven't really seen the new bat texture. Like, I've seen it, but I never really, like, stopped to look at it. Ooh, another smithing template. We love, love, love those. Ugh, of course my inventory's full. It's always full. Stupid candles. Okay, let's go empty it, and then this may be the last time that I have to empty it, because we're on like the, I'd say, final 5 layers, if not the final 2. You know, we're getting pretty low. Honestly, I might even be able to like keep my water, because I'm not really over here anymore. I might just be able to keep my water stream. So let's empty out my inventory, and then afterwards, once we are completely done, I'm not just gonna completely unstream. It's actually not my graphics. It is Vibrant Visuals. I turned that on for stream. Never had it on before, but it's amazing. Where is the sun? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to show you guys the sun, but it's not out. Oh, puppy dog. But you know, you can see like the shadows. Even on my player, you can see like, you can see that shadow. It's very nice. It's very beautiful. Okay, yeah, it's good. We're not gonna be over here anyways. So let's go ahead and dig this out. I was gonna say I wish that there was more suspicious gravel, but like, you know, I'm sure there would be more if I could stop destroying it all. I'm not even trying to. You know, I've only destroyed like 3, and I'm very proud of that. In this entire thing, I've only destroyed 3. I feel like that is a big accomplishment. Granted, I wish I had broken none, but I get distracted by talking. And I got a good variety of blocks. I wasn't sure what I would get in these things. I knew I would get a lot of mud and like terracotta. But like that's as far as I could remember. And they could have also changed it too. So I didn't know what I was gonna get. I was really just like rolling the dice on this one. But I feel like I got a good variety. A lot of mud, a lot of dirt, and gravel, obviously, which, you know, it's not something I needed, but it'll be nice to have. Maybe, who knows, I might need it in the future. If I need more coarse dirt. There we go. Boom. I have the ingredients. And yellow glass, if I am ever going to need to make, like, a colorful window art or something, you know, I have plenty of colorful glass. That is something that I will never have to worry about. Granted, I was never worried about it, but, you know, they wanted to make sure that I wasn't worried. So, thank you. Thank you, Minecraft, for making sure I'm not worried. Very thoughtful. But no, I'm not sure why there is so much, but it is really insane how much there is, like, truly. And then we can get rid of this gravel, go down another layer. Any more? Okay, it looks like we have reached the end, or almost the end of the gravel. So I think that we may not need our brush anymore. I didn't think we would need a third one. Oh, I meant to use this. Is that a lead? I didn't know you could get leads in these things. But you know, it seems like we are very much at the bottom, almost as low as you can go. So we have officially emptied this thing out, guys. Well, have a great day, you too. But you know, as I was saying earlier, I've never, like, officially, emptied one of these out, so now I officially have. Like, I got most of the way done before, but this is going to be like 100% emptied out archaeology site? Yeah, that's what they're called. Oh, there's more. I lied. Dirt doesn't normally spawn this low, and cobblestone just doesn't naturally generate at all, so that is how I know that there is still more. Or at least this final layer, that is. And then I'm not entirely sure about this dirt. This could just also be dirt. Just regular old dirt, I think it is. You know, guys, I think this is all just regular stuff now. Boring, very sad, but we have officially emptied this place out. You can look at it, we did a lot of digging. Look at my tools. I usually have them always on green, but nope, we have officially, like, drained this place to the bone. So now we can take our stuff and head back to our base, and yeah. We've got a lot of stuff. We got, what, 4.5 double chests? Like, that's a lot of stuff. So I think that we can start taking our trips. I thought that we would need more, but okay, and then we can take as much as we can. I know that some stuff is like not in stacks, so I'm gonna try and go over all of the items, get as much as we can, you know, take as little trips as we need. And yeah, we got a decent amount of armor trims from what I can tell. Armor trims and pottery shards, I know that they're like, you know, kind of what these things are for, but I don't know, I feel like we got a lot. What are you doing now? I just emptied out, hi Banana Sports by the way, or Spots, welcome to stream. I just emptied out this archaeology site. I just completely emptied it out, took all the blocks, and then now I'm going to be taking said blocks back to my base. But I'm just gonna make sure that I can get all of them, so I'm kind of clicking over all of them, in case I have like a stack already on me that I could take back. But yes, welcome Banana Spot, welcome everyone to stream. But yeah, I feel like that gave me a lot of good materials, even looking at the stuff just in my inventory. Some of it is junk, you know. There's always going to be junk that you're going to get from those things. But I feel like I got a lot of good goodies. I got a lot of treasures, a lot of materials that we could build with. But yeah, I don't ever see them much. And I feel like that's like really sad. I feel like they should be more frequent in worlds, and they could be. Like, they could be very frequent, and I just don't ever see them. It's a very real possibility. But I personally never see them when I'm playing. So it's very much like it's a rare occurrence for me. Like I said, I haven't really seen one in the last like 2 years. But yeah. How do you guys feel about the update coming out in, they said summer. I'm gonna think it's gonna come out in like middle of July. Maybe end of July. I'm very excited about the wool stairs. Wool stairs and slabs. At first I was hesitant, I'm not gonna lie. I was very hesitant about the wool stairs and slabs at first. But the more I thought about it, because I was just like, this feels like a texture pack, you know, like a mod pack, whatever. But we've also been asking for it for forever. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized, literally my entire base is a campsite made of wool. Now that I have access to wool stairs and slabs, that is going to drastically help my campsite. That's going to make all of my tents so much better now that I have like access to that. And I'm very excited because of that, because there's one design that I have that is currently just made up of wood slabs and stairs, because, you know, I designed it when I didn't have the wool stuff, but I'm very excited for it to come out so that I can replace it and make it more like a tent looking. It's not currently in the world yet, it's in the planning world. But yeah, no, just imagine like I could smooth all of this stuff out, and yeah, I'm very excited. Let's place down a couple chests for the stuff that we are going to bring back. That's 3. Yeah, okay. We could bring our happy gas, but I feel like that would slow us down. Because as much as I love the happy gas, they are very slow. And I think it's faster to travel long, I feel like it's faster to travel distances like this by foot. I mean, granted, I would love, to travel by elytra, but I do not have that yet. I'm very excited to get my elytra. But, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, I'm very excited for the stairs and slabs. I feel like the last couple updates have been amazing. Also, oh my gosh, we're getting a fall biome. What? I've been asking for this for years, and I'm so incredibly excited that we're finally getting one. I was just going to use a bunch of the leaves, once it became more fall, you know, sort of decorate my area for fall. But no, I'm very excited that we get to, like, you know, we get fall, we're getting fall trees, we're getting fall leaves, we're getting red, orange, and yellow. I'm very excited for that, and you best know I will be switching switching out my leaves, which will be very tedious, very annoying, but it will make it look super nice. And I think it'll be worth it. You know, I'm very much that type of person to, like, do that. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm very much the type of person to, like, switch out, like, rebuild an entire tree because of that. Also, funny story, I never told this, in the video, but I know I wanted to tell this in the video. In my episode, oh, what episode am I on? I am episode 5, so 4. Episode 4. My last episode, episode 4, I built the giant birch tree. But what you guys don't know is I actually built it twice because I wanted it to be in a specific spot. And I built it, no, I built it 3 times. I built it 3 times because the first time it was like 2 blocks to the left, and I was just like, well, that's wrong. And then I built it 1 block too low, or 1 block too high, or something. And I was just like, I have to rebuild it because this is going to bug me. So I rebuilt the entire thing, just because it was like 1 or 2 blocks off. So me replacing the leaves for fall is definitely not going to be like the most out-of-pocket thing for me. It's very much going to be like in character for me to do that. And some people would be like, oh my gosh, you're crazy, why would you do that? I don't know. I want to, I guess. That's why. Ooh, okay. Well now why didn't it just go into there? That's stupid. Okay. Now we can head back with this stuff and take trip number 2. I think this is gonna take, we had 4.5 double chests, so I'm gonna say 6 trips. Maybe 5. You know, I'll shoot for 5, but I highly doubt that. I'm gonna say 6. I'm not gonna say 8, because that would be... I'm hoping it's not 8, because, like, 2 per chest. But no, I think it'll be 6. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm very, very parched. Parched is the word that I'm looking for. Dehydrated, whatever. Because I have been talking for the last 1 hour and 45 minutes straight. So I'm definitely, once we get back to our base, I am going to unload this stuff and then get a drink of water very quickly. Luckily, I have my water bottle right next to me, because I always do, you know. But yeah, this is your reminder to go up and get your guys' water. Go get some water, go hydrate, go get some food, go get a snack, hydrate, feed yourselves, you know, do all the fun, healthy stuff. Maybe not fun, but, like, you know, do the mandatory healthy stuff, I guess I should say. Dang, okay. I just realized the timer I'm at. It's fine, you know? Sometimes you just gotta ignore the time and ignore responsibilities. But, you know, it looks like we are headed up on our base here right now, just over this hill. I don't know the exact coordinates. I probably should. But, like, I know the area. I know it's around 0, 0. Like, I know if I can make it to 0, 0, I know my way to my base. And I don't know why that is. I know the way. I am Moana of Motunui. You will board my boat, sail across the sea, and restore the heart of Te Fiti. Whoa. That's really cool. I don't know why I don't play with vibrant visuals. I don't think it'd be super hard. I don't even think it'd be, like, too hard, to be honest. I could be wrong. I don't play in vibrant visuals, so that could be me just being completely stupid, and it's just, like, actually a really hard thing. But, I don't know. I don't play on vibrant visuals, but I think it's very nice, and yeah. This has been very nice to, like, see it, as someone who doesn't typically play. Oh, right, I was gonna get a drink of water. Give me 1 moment, and then this is... Let me just... Drink. Look at that, I'm drinking water. Okay, hold up, you guys. Give me 1 moment, and I will be right back so I can get my water. And just like that, we're back. You know, just a quick break, just to get some water. I don't actually know how my volume is. I should probably check that. I've been streaming this entire time, and I never checked my volume. That is something I always do. I should probably check that. I've been streaming this entire time, and I never checked my volume. There we go. Okay. You know, my volume is great. Whoa. That looks different. Thought they changed the texture for a second. Nope. It's just actually glowing. I'm not used to it glowing, so glowstone, crazy concept. So yeah. Trip number 3. I'm hoping it's only gonna be 5 trips. You know, that's wishful thinking, to be honest. So I'm hoping 5 trips is all it's gonna be. Hoping it's not gonna be like 8. Let's hope. Also, I see some people just popping their head in for a second and then leaving. If you are just popping your head in, ooh, sorry.
Oh my gosh, yawning. Okay. If you are just popping your head in, hello. Welcome. If you are not staying, very tragic. So long, goodbye. We will not miss you because clearly you have better things to do than watch me. And I'm super funny, amazing, hilarious, a great use of your time. No, I'm super humble though. That is one thing. That is one thing. I'm very humble. I'm very, very good at that. One thing I don't like where my base is located at is, it's in the middle of, it's in the spot where, like, the variety of mobs, it's the basic mobs. Like, it's the, it's the basic chickens, the basic sheeps, the basic cows, all the basic mobs. And, that's just kind of boring. Like sometimes I wish I was in a spruce forest or something where I could get like the darker mobs, the brown mobs, the, different ones. But I'm not. I'm in a birch forest. But yeah, no. I don't know why I settled in a birch forest, to be honest. It's very, like, not something that you would expect for, a campsite. And that's why I feel like it's, like, really funny that I'm in a birch forest. Because you wouldn't think, oh, I'm gonna build a campsite. Let's go. You would think, oh, let's go to, what, a spruce forest? Like, you wouldn't think, oh, I'm gonna build it in the middle of a birch forest. That's just not what comes to people's heads. Doesn't exactly scream, campsite. When I think campsite, I don't automatically think, oh my gosh, in the middle of a birch forest with all the basic mobs and the boring stuff. No, you think, oh, a spruce forest with all the, fun stuff. Very beautiful sunrise, as always. One thing I can say, though, that the birch forest does have is they have the yellow flowers. I don't know what they're called, but they're like the leaves and they're flowers. These things. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I don't have space in my inventory. Wildflowers. I hate the wildflowers, first of all. Oh my gosh, I hate them so much. I don't have beef with them per se. I have beef with them being everywhere that I build. Literally, there's so much of them. And I don't use them when I build. I don't use them when I decorate. Welcome to stream. I don't use them, but they're everywhere in the birch forest. Quite literally, every single block is covered with a frickin' wildflower. So it's like, why are they everywhere? I know that they're wild, but this is a bit too wild for me, guys. Like, it'd be different if I used them and I love them and I was just like, oh my gosh, I love these so much. I'm so glad that they're everywhere. But they're not. They're not something that I love. They're not something that I use all the time. It's very... There's so much. There's just, there's a lot. And that's... yeah. Welcome to stream. I see we have more viewers. Welcome, welcome. Don't be afraid to chat. I won't bite. I might, who knows. Chat and find out. We all know Minecraft YouTubers' history with biting. Wilburset. Yikes, that was a tragic thing. But it's not that I have beef with the wildflowers. I don't know. Ooh, scary. Also, now that I have viewers, what did you guys think of the thumbnail? I love it, personally. I've never made a thumbnail like that, but I love the way that it turned out. So I want to make more thumbnails like that. I think that it turned out super great. So, you know, I'm very excited. I want to make all of my video thumbnails like that too, not just my stream thumbnails. Why could I not think of the word? But no, I love the way the sun looks. It does still hurt if you look at it, even in Minecraft. So just don't look at the sun, guys. Ever. Okay, so this was trip 3. We're shooting for 5. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make 5. We can make 5 if we bring the bundle, but I'm trying to make all the trips without the bundle. See how many trips we can make without a bundle. So on to trip number 4. Ugh, yawn. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're gonna hope that we can make it 5. One more trip after this, or you know, this could be the last trip. I would not complain if this was the last trip. Saves me a lot of back and forth. Also getting the bundle would save me a lot of back and forth, to be honest. That's just me being stubborn, if I'm being completely honest. But like, you know, we know that I'm stubborn. This is stuff that we've known. This is information that is not new to us. With that giant mountain that I have, that I'm like building, you know, you can see that giant under part. I'm still debating if I want to connect it to... Oh my gosh, yawning like crazy. I'm still debating if I'm wanting to connect it to like up here, the mountain up here, the cherry blossom, the wood, it's all wood. I don't know, what am I saying? Oak. The oak forest, the cherry blossom forest, you know. I'm still debating. I haven't fully decided if I want to connect it or not. What world was that? I think it was just this flower. Yeah, it was just this flower. But no, that is definitely something that I'm like, I don't know. I haven't decided. And that is very much also another thing that's very me, like, I don't know yet. I'll let you know when I decide. But you're probably gonna know before I decide. Because because I said so, I guess. I don't know. Wish I was Tarzan and I could just swing from the trees. That'd be so much nicer than going through the trees. Yeah. I'd be a great Tarzan. Or it could be Glinda, you know, just give me a flying bubble. I could float through the trees. I could be the girl in the bubble, the pink shiny bubble, blissfully floating by. Oh, but the truth does have a way of seeping in end. No, I'm not gonna just say all of these lyrics. I love Wicked, you know. Personally, I think it's great. 10 out of 10 movie. Where is the thing? I feel like I'm at the right coordinates. Am I not? Are my coordinates off, guys? What is the coordinates? 397, 349. That's literally where I'm at. There we go. Okay. I was gonna say, where is it? Thought I would have seen it, but I guess not. Okay, honestly, I think we can make this in one more trip. You know, I think we can definitely make this a 5-trip thing. Because this is trip number 4, and then, yeah. We got this, guys. We have got this. I did just see a cat. I did just kind of walk by it, but, I thought cats only spawned in villages. Is that not a thing anymore? Do they spawn everywhere? It's always been they only spawn at villages, to my knowledge at least. But I don't know. The closest village is across water, so maybe not. Oh, come on, bee. I want to steal you. That sounds wrong. No, I do not need beetroot or a wooden hoe. You know, these are not things that I need to be keeping, so I am fine dropping them for a bee and a flower. Give me a frickin' flower. Yoink. Oh, Mr. Bumblebee. Where is the bee? I know I saw it, and I know I heard it. But where is it? Aha. There's two. Yes. Go into your nest. Go. Go. Yes. You too. Oh, you have to get the pollen. Okay. I'll wait. Is watching them pollinate like watching them breed? Like, is this something that I'm not supposed to be showing? Like, should I censor this? And then yoink. I will take those, and now we have bees to take back to our base. And we don't have to deal with the stupid beetroot seeds and the useless wooden hoe. You stupid hoe. Beetroot is so useless. I ranted about this earlier, but I feel like I didn't get my point across. Beetroot is the most useless food ever in Minecraft. There's like beetroot stew, which gives you like 1 heart, I think. One bar of the food health bar. And then beetroots themselves give you like half a bar. Genuinely, what are they used for? They're useless. Like, why would anyone ever need beetroots other than for decoration? It does not make sense. They're just kind of there. Like, they're there for decoration. But that's it. Whew. Sorry, guys. I don't know. They're just there for decoration, and that's about it. I needed one for decoration, because that's all that they're good for. But I was thinking, like, there's no other reason that I would need it, or there's no other way that I could use it, because why would you want to eat a beetroot? It's just... And it's not even like they can give you a good block or anything. Like, we can give you hay. Pumpkins and melons, they could be used for decorations. It's... You know what beetroot gives you? Nothing. Beetroot is useless. I am team anti-beetroot. I am team get rid of beetroot from Minecraft. You know? I don't think that's an actual team, but it should be, okay? I am telling you guys, beetroot does not serve to be in Minecraft. It sucks. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I love the way that the glowstone looks when it's glowing at night. I think it looks very good. Oh my gosh, y'all are like crazy. Holy shit. I don't use texture packs when playing, but one thing I would love is like the leaves to be more bushy. Like, I've seen texture packs where it's like everything, like it's vanilla Minecraft, but it's just bushier leaves. And I think that looks so much better. I think it looks so much like cleaner. Not cleaner. You know, obviously the straight lines are cleaner, but I don't know. I think it makes it look so much better. So, like, like this, it like sticks up. It makes it look more organic, more planty, rather than just a square leaf. I don't know. It makes it look more like more bushy, more like a leaf, more like leaves on a tree, more like bushes on a bush, bushes on a bushel. I don't know. I think it looks better with like the bushiness. But I'm not saying like regular trees look bad. Well, they're very ugly, you know, they're very boring. That's why we build custom trees. But you know, that's okay. We love them. Kind of. Sometimes. I like custom trees though. I built a couple custom trees. I'd say I'm pretty good. You know, I'd like to say that I am pretty good, but who knows? Welcome, welcome to the new viewers. Even if you're just popping your head in, welcome. It looks like we got the chords right this time. Let's go. Let's go ahead and finish off this last. I'm really hoping this can be one more trip. If it can't, I might just leave the rest of this stuff because there's not going to be much left to take. I know that much. I'm going to take the bed. Yeah, no. I don't need pink stained glass. I don't need a wooden hoe. A stack of stone. That is something that I would like, yes. I don't need magenta glass. Like, these are things that I don't need. And I'm fine with leaving. Everything else is good resources that I could use. And look at that, guys. I got it completely right. 5 trips on the dot. Technically it would have been 6 because there's like 3 items that I left, but that's okay. We don't need a wooden hoe. We don't need magenta stained glass, and we don't need pink stained glass because we're not going to be making a rainbow window, or at least we can't now because I'm lazy. Okay, if you guys really wanted to see a rainbow window or a mosaic window, I'm sorry. That's my bad. I ruined that for you. Because now we're not going to get it. You know, now it's just like, oh my gosh, there's no way to craft it. Those were the only glass rainbow windows that ever created. And now they're gone. So we mourn them, but there's nothing we can do. I think I'm probably going to sort this stuff too. To be honest, you know, we've already been on stream for 2 hours. Might as well start sorting. It's not like too bad sorting. I like my sorting system. It's slowly been getting more empty though in my storage building because of my camping area. Welcome in, welcome, welcome. I see that we've gotten 2 new viewers. But I 100% blame Flip and Mog Swamp for this. I watch their videos. I love their videos. I think they're very good. Great YouTubers. Amazing. I love their content. Flip especially, likes to explained in a video that he likes to have all of his storage units all around his world so that he can has a reason to visit them. So it's not just like he built it, okay, I'm never gonna come back here. And I really like that. I want to do that. The bigger my world gets, you know, this will only be like the wool storage or something, I don't know. But, for now, I'm just spreading it across the campsite that I have. So it's like, you know, I didn't just build this tent and then I'm never gonna revisit it again. It's storing my wood, or it's storing my, I don't know, stones. It's something that, yeah, I don't know. What's up? Version 1-S70, obviously. Super easy to say name. Can you guys imagine this tree thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I do believe that means I have, yep, you are my 180th subscriber. Thank you so much. I will have to update, that in a minute, later tonight, probably tomorrow, who knows. But can you imagine this as a fall tree with the oranges and the reds and the, yellows? Oh my gosh, it's gonna look amazing. I'm very excited for that. Okay, so let's get sorting. Yeah, no, we don't need that extra chest. What stupid idiot put that there? It was me. I'm the stupid idiot. So let's... Yeah, I don't even think we need... I lied, we do. What stupid idiot broke that chest? Okay. Not funny the second time. Not funny the first time, to be honest. But, you know, it's okay. So, I don't think there's... Yeah, no. There's just emeralds in there. So, we can go ahead and sort this stuff. So far, everything is in here. Except, the food... Or the crops storage is in there. The wood storage... No. The mobs storage is in there. The wood storage is in there. And then our goodies... are up there in that tent. Everything else is in here. So let's get to sorting. I'm assuming almost everything is going to be in there. So let's just start with the first tent. Just get a whole bunch of junk. You know, I guess we could just like full on do like, let me collect all of the stone, let me collect all of the stuff, and then just like go from there. But we're not going to because you know what, no, I feel like that would be so much smarter. So let me collect all of the stone and cobblestone. Because saying it out loud made me realize that's actually a really good idea and really smart. And I'm a genius and you should definitely subscribe. But yeah, no, I'm just going to collect all of the stone bricks, and cobblestone, and then we can go from there. Gravel. There's a lot of gravel. Not gravel. I'll come back for gravel. You know, first we're just doing the stone. And cobblestone, and, you know, basically all the stone stuff. Honestly, there's not much. I thought there would be more. Ow! Guys, I, like, scratched my eye. Ugh, that hurt. Okay, so, my cobblestone stuff is... No, my stone stuff is here. So we can just put that all... there. My cobblestone stuff is here, and then I don't really have a place for stone bricks. This used to be copper, but it's empty, so now that can be stone bricks. Yay! Where are you from? I am from America. I'm not going to elaborate where on. I can tell you I'm from the Midwest. I am from the Midwest, America, United States. You know, the fun place. But yeah, I'm very, very Midwestern. But okay, I guess that's a weird question. I live in the Midwest. I am born, I'm born and raised. I am from Florida. I'm a Floridian. And it very much shows. I have been told it shows, at least. You know, I've met people who are just like, I have no idea where you're from. I don't know anything about you, but I've had a couple, like 1 or 2 conversations with you, and I can tell you are from Florida. And I was like, thank you. I take that as a compliment. I am honored. And they were like, it's not. And I was like, screw you, it is. You know, that's just how it is sometimes. You gotta take things as a compliment. Oh no, did I change it? Okay, so sitting, walking, jumping, standing, sitting, walking, jumping, standing. Okay, so it was standing. Also, do you guys like these copper golems? I think that they're super cute. These little poses, you know, that one's sitting in a circle watching that guy. That one's just walking. He's doing a little jump. He's sitting by the fire. They're all just like doing their own thing. And I think it's really cute. I really like it. Oh, I also have grass on me. I'll get the rest of the grass and then I'll sort it. The rest of the dirt and grass and mud. I'll get mud too. You know what's funny? I have glasses, but like I'm still super blind. Little lore about me that you guys probably didn't know is that I have glasses. Oh my gosh, he's a freak. He has 4 eyes. Ah, everyone run. That's what you're thinking, I can tell. I can hear it in the comments that are empty because no one wants to comment. Because you're all boring. Except for version 1 S70. He's not boring. Or she, I don't know. The rest of you guys are very boring. Very disappointed in you guys. Oh wait, no. Oh, I did it wrong. Okay. I need the regular dirt. Dirt, 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 dirt. Coarse dirt, no. Dirt, 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 grass. Dirt, dirt. There we go. Okay. And then mud goes here. I just moved mud. Cobblestone goes there. And then the stuff goes there. I forgot what it was called. Okay, we have more mud stuff. Okay, I'm on. Seriously? What do we have left? A bunch of just a mix. So I'm gonna... I'll take what's left and then I'll just start organizing it one by one, I guess. I don't know. Guess that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I'll start off with each item. Mud can go in the mud storage. I was about to say I literally just had it. And then terracotta, I just put a place for that. I don't know where. Yeah, because I just got a bunch of terracotta, so. No, I'm not gonna count terracotta as clay. I'm gonna put that with the bricks, which goes there. Which we got a lot of brick stuff too. Ores. I think the ores go up with the actual, with the special stuff. What am I thinking of? My goodies. My goodies chest, that's where those go. The armor trims, armor template things, those go in here. And then I don't know where to put the pottery shards. Guys, where do I put the pottery shards? I feel like I had a place for them, but now I don't know. I will put them... You know what? Yeah, I feel like they would go in here with like the banner patterns and armor trim things. Oh my gosh. I full on blinked out on that name. Okay, well, I thought my inventory was more empty. That's on me. Okay. So, I'm gonna go up here and then empty out all of these ores because we're ore rich. I like keeping them as ores because, you know, why not? I might switch them over one day. I probably will. I don't know why I'm saying might. I will switch them over one day if I ever need it, but you know, I don't really need stuff that much, and I have, like, you know, I've been playing for what, 6 months on this world at this point, so I've gotten a pretty decent amount to where I can keep them as ores and I won't need to switch them, but if I do, I can. Oh, my bee nest. I can put that over with my mob storage. I feel like that can go in the middle. Do I have anything that we can go in here? No. Okay. Oh, actually, do I have... No, that was in the chest. I was gonna say, I thought I saw leather, but that must have just been in the chest. We can store these pottery shards I saw in here. We got a lot of pottery shards. A music disc. I have my music discs outside, out back, because I have all of my magic stuff back here. Actually, I never listened to that. I don't know. Because this is where my magic storage is going to be, but it got like overflowing in there, so I had to remove it, I had to move it, so it's there now, I guess. I don't know. I am actually going to move the colored terracotta, because I have all of my colored stuff in the, whatchamacallit, in the wool farm, because that is also where I keep all of my dyes and everything. So I'm just gonna keep storing all of that in here. Wow. Very nice, very fancy. Never seen this with the vibrant visuals before. Okay, so my dyes are in here. We got a lot of blue dye. I don't know why it kept giving me blue dye, but it gave me a lot. Okay. We have the colored stuff. Yeah, I feel like glazed also counts. And then yeah. And then this is, I don't know, extra colored stuff, I guess. And then this would just be the colored wool stuff. Because obviously, guys. What do I have left? I could drop these chests off here at my wood storage. Let's get some more stuff first, you know, break another chest. Boom. Okay, yeah. And then we can... how did I get 11 chests? Didn't I have like 2 a second ago? How many extra chests did I have? My goodness. Do I have any extra wood? Oh, I do. I have that, which should be here. Yeah, I just made this area for storage, so it's still newer to me. I do have a whatchamacallit, lead. I was gonna say I thought I saw that. And then we have leather. Maybe I did see leather. I thought I was going crazy, but apparently I wasn't. Oh, more colored stuff. Okay. We can bring this magenta stained glass pane in here. That's such a long name. Like, that's such a long name for an item. I know it's not the longest, but, you know, there's some things that are just like, why did you give that such a long name? I love it, though. And then put our dyes in here. I don't think, yeah, no, there's nothing else that needs to be in here. So we can go ahead and store the rest of this in there, in the storage building. The storage tent, I guess. Not a building, how dare I. You know, that's very offensive to the building. Tent, oh my gosh, I did it again. And then we can store our bricks right in here. Oh my gosh. Ugh, this is a plate. Oh my gosh. I thought it was regular terracotta. What is wrong with me? And then more pottery shards. A grindstone. I've been told my way of sorting is very chaotic. I don't think so, but obviously I don't think so because it's mine. So from what you guys have seen, do you think it's chaotic? Because I don't think so. I don't think it's chaotic, you know. It's how I sort. It makes sense to me. It used to be all in this building, but then like now that I've got these other tents, now I'm expanding it. So let's go ahead and bring these emeralds up here, and then I don't think, that's the only shiny stuff that, oh, I did get gold. The gold is in the barrel. And then we hop down, we can head into our wool farm, and then put that terracotta away. And then this is the rest of the stuff that, in my inventory right now, this is the rest of the stuff. I have a lot more colored stuff on me too. Is there any other colored stuff? Because I don't want to come back in here. I do have a dye. Oh, I have ores. I didn't notice that. Okay. Gray terracotta, mud. Okay, that's all the colored stuff. We can officially close this door to our wool farm. Ba-da-ba. And then we can head back up and then put the ores in with the looty at my booty. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Coal goes in that barrel. And then lapis. I don't entirely remember where lapis is. Is it there? Oh, I'm so good. Oh my gosh. I'm literally... I don't know how I knew that, to be honest. I full on guessed. Whoa, look at the nether portal with the vibrant visuals. I love that. That's really cool. Okay. We do have wood, so don't know why I came in here. So we can drop off this chest. And then, yeah, that's the only wood that we have. This hoe, I'm never gonna use this hoe, but like, I'll still put it with my other stuff, I guess. We can put the armor trim and, powdery shard away. And then, yeah, just finish up this sorting very quickly. Mud is... I just full on did a circle. Why did I... Why? I don't know. We have some string, which can go out here, right there. And then I don't know what to do with a dead bush. I don't think I've ever used a dead bush, so I'm just gonna put them with the leaf litter. Because I think that's the first dead bush I've ever gotten. Where does it go? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking, guys. My stones I'm not entirely familiar with because I don't use them too much. I don't store stuff away too much, but and then yes, I'm going over there. I don't, sometimes you don't need to know where you're going. Do you guys, oh, that makes copper look really weird. I think that's it for stream, guys. I hate to say it, because we do still have some viewers. Normally I don't have viewers at the end of this thing. But I think that's it. I think that's all we had to do. That may be the end of stream, you guys. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed. I've never played... Whoa, my head looks weird when I'm playing with the vibrant visuals on. Why is it like turning before I can turn myself? That's weird. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed. I very much enjoyed it. I enjoyed the archaeology site. I would like to do more streams like this, maybe in the day. Hopefully we can get a lot more viewers. Ooh, fancy, I know. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next stream, or maybe even the next video. Yeah. Here, let me... Stream starting soon. I should probably have a stream, or a, thanks for watching sign. So let me go ahead and make one of those very quickly, and then we'll be good. You know, honestly, I have an even better idea though. I'll get a... Oh, I don't have a hanging sign. Oh, you know, I might have an extra one actually in these chests over here. I love that you can make... Oh, I do. I don't have an extra hanging sign. That's sad. I love that you can make stuff double-sided though now. The signs. Okay. So on the side we will say stream starting soon. There we go. And then on this side we can say thanks. Oh my gosh. Thanks for watching. There we go. And then now we have a sign that we could use for both. Thanks for watching. Stream starting soon. Boom. One sign. And it's not gonna be seen because, you know, who would come back here? But yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. That is the end of stream. I hope you all have an amazing night, an amazing day, whatever time of day it is for you, whatever time it is for you. I hope you all have an amazing day, an amazing week. I hope to see you all on Sunday when I stream again. Maybe tomorrow, who knows. But yeah, I will see you guys then, hopefully. And please oh my gosh. Please consider subscribing if you did enjoy this stream. I would love to have your support in my channel. And yeah, I hope you all have an amazing day, amazing night, or whatever it is. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.